Hello everyone, and welcome back into my craft room and here on my YouTube channel. I want to apologize for my voice because I am a bit raspy. I have an appointment with my ENT tomorrow. Most of you that know me know that I suffer from chronic sinusitis, and it's almost like you have a cold 24/7. Very miserable, but I do manage and I get through it, but I do have flare-ups and I have another one, and it is just, it's kind of taken a hold of me. I didn't record yesterday because I did feel really bad, but today I sat in here and I worked on this little card, and I thought it turned out so cute, I had to bring it and show it to y'all. Is that not the cutest little card you ever seen? Look at that. I'm going to show you today how I made this. It is such a simple card. It is a shaker, but it was so easy to make, and we're going to have a little secret ingredient. We've all seen the fun foam. You can buy sheets of it in different colors. I had a piece stuck back. I had to hunt for it because I didn't know where it was at, but I pulled it out and I made this work, and I'm going to show you exactly what you need to build this card. On the end, let me show you the surprise on it. There is a surprise because this front is magnetically attached. So when the person gets this, they can take this off. The magnet is hidden back here where I sandwiched it in between, and they can put this up on their refrigerator. They could reuse it maybe as a tag, whatever they wanted to do with it. But I thought, what a cute card that would make for someone that, you know, really enjoys decorating for the holidays. Have this cute little Christmas deer with her cute little Santa hat on, and I thought it was just super adorable. These are rub-ons, and I'm going to show you how to do those. They are fantastic. Inside I used a May stamp set, and a May stamp set that had the presents, and I just kept everything inside simple, black and white. I didn't want anything to take away from the beauty of the outside, but I thought the card turned out beautiful. This is also some of the ribbon from May Made It, and it was some of the ribbon that she sells by the yard, and I bought 2 yards of the red and a yard of the black and white. We always can use black and white, and it came on this cute little clothespin. How cute is that? So you're never disappointed when you order from May. So just a shout out to her. I am working toward getting a affiliate code. I used to have one, but I can't find it. I stopped doing that while I was selling Stampin' Up, but now that I'm not obligated to anyone but myself, I can sponsor other people's products as well. And most of the things with this were spellbinders, except for the ribbon, the stamp set. The dies were spellbinders, and I believe the holiday florals was, yeah, it's a spellbinders. And all I did was put my paper in at the top side, my white mat, and I think it turned out beautiful. And you could also do that in a blue or a different color, and it would come out just as pretty. We're going to play today, so we're not going to make this exact same one. Most of the rest of this is going to be the same. I might change up the paper there, but everything else is going to be a tiny bit different. So let's go ahead and get started. The first thing we're going to need is a card base. Every card starts with a card base. So I have a piece that's 8.5 by 5.5, and we're going to put it in our scoreboard and score it. And we all know this at 4 1/4. So let me find a, well, here we go. I had one out here on my desk, but hey, I can't find anything on my desk right now. So we're going to put this in. I'm going to open this up so I can actually put it in. I'm going to be doing, I keep saying this, I'm going to be doing a review on this trimmer called the Works. It's more than just a trimmer, but for right now I'm just using it, and we will move on, and I will definitely get to doing a video on this. So we know that a A2 size card needs to be scored at 4 1/4, and I love this one because the measurements are actually written out. So if you have difficulty with your measurements, you may want to look in to this particular scoreboard. So I'm going to leave that over there, and I'm just going to fold that to that line, and then I'm going to grab my Dress Your Craft Ergo bone folder. I love this thing, and I am going to crease that down. Now we have a beautiful card base that's ready to build our card on. We're also going to need another piece of cardstock, and this time we're going to cut this. I'm just going to flip this over. That's all you do to make this a scoreboard versus a trimmer. So we're going to cut this piece at 4 by 5 1/4. So 5 1/4. And that's for our embossing folder. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this in. Instead of putting it in this way, I'm putting it in all the way up to that top corner, and I'm putting it in like landscape. See what I mean? And you can look on there and see exactly what you're going to be getting. And I love that. I think it's beautiful. So we're going to run that through the embossing folder. Through the machine, our die cut machine, that it will also emboss. And let's move that out of our way. Put my ribbon over here out of the way for right now. And I'm going to just bring up my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. Y'all know I love this machine. Even though I'm not selling Stampin' Up right now, I still will use this machine. I used to tell everybody that I would use this machine even if I didn't sell Stampin' Up, and that still goes. It is a great machine. I have never had any issues with it. It's easy to use. Your sandwiches are very simple, which I need simple when it comes to my embossing. I'm going to leave it out because we're going to do some die cutting. But let me show you how pretty. Look at that dimension. Is that not spectacular? And on that white, it's just, it's just so gorgeous. And we could drag some red ink on that if you wanted to, or some green. But because these pieces would be green and red, I'm not going to mess with it. I'm going to just leave it like it is. I think it's beautiful just like it is. So let's put this over, and we're going to get out. This is from Spellbinders too, and this is what I made that cute little piece from, was these dies. And it's a die and an embossing folder, and it's the, cut and emboss, where we can cut and emboss these at the same time. Now if you want to take the little middle piece out, it'll cut you a frame, but if you it'll cut you a rectangle or an arch, but if you leave those in, it's going to cut you a frame. We're going to leave it in, and I need a piece of cardstock that is about 3 inches. I'm just going to cut this off camera because I don't have room for everything on my work surface. And I just cut me a piece that's 3 inches because, that's what I need. And I'm going to open this embossing folder, and I'm going to lay this in and close it down, hoping nothing moved. Everything looks good. And I'm going to put this back on and lay this in. And again, we're using the Specialty because it is a 3D embossing folder. And I found out, now they do a platinum machine, Spellbinders, but it's identical to this one. And they have a little one called the Scout. And I'm not crazy about the small machines. I have not had good luck with the smaller machines at all. Alright, so we got that. Let's go ahead and take these out and see what we got. Oh, it went wonky. Look at that. Oh, dang it. Don't y'all just hate it when things go wonky on you? And the very one I wanted, because I wanted to do the square this time. Well, you know what? I've got them cut. I just basically wanted to show you how it cuts and embosses. Look at that. Is that not gorgeous? And it does that little postage stamp. In fact, that's what these are called. They're called postage stamps. And it comes together with the embossing folder and the dies. So I'll put a link below for you to click on if you decide you want to go and purchase those. And I haven't gotten an affiliate link with them yet, but hey, that's okay. what I want to do now, I'm going to put this all away, and I'm going to show you what I've cut out. I cut out my fun foam. I cut out just the frame where I just put that in. I cut out 2 of the frames, 2 of the whole solid pieces without the middle in it. Let me show you what I'm talking about. If you put this down, you're going to get just that. You are going to get the frame where it pushes it in. If you put this over it, if you put this down, oh, it's so hard to do that one. Let's do it on the paper one. That foam wants to catch on everything. If you do it like that and have this one in, it's going to cut you out a window, just like this one did. And what I did, since I'm making this a shaker card, I took and I measured my opening, and I cut a little piece of acetate and I glued it to the back. Now the fun foam that I cut the other frame out of is what's going to give us our dimensions. So guess what? We don't have to fiddle with tape to make this card. Our fun foam is going to do it for us. And how much easier is that going to be? Then we have another one of these. We're going to use one of these to put our design on. Let me show you how stinking cute these designs are. They are so fun. I don't know where these have been all my life, but look at these. That was the little deer that I used on this one. Oh, she's got a snowflake on her face. Let's see if we can, there we go. I thought she was adorable. And I'm saying it's a she because her eyes look like a little girl. But all of these are so stinking cute. But what about these? You get 2 of these. You get both of these sets in the package. And again, these are Spellbinders. I love these. This one is the Santa Claus is so cute. The snowman. I love the snowman. I may do the snowman on this one, and maybe even do some green instead of the red. We'll see. I'm not sure yet. Y'all always know I'm indecisive, but I do need to decide which one I want to use on here. And what you want to do is you want to take your piece and lay it over it so you know whether that's what you want to put there. And there's one. Let's see, we can do it with this and be able to tell. That is so stinking cute right there. Or do we want to just do Santa? The little bird there, the pig is adorable. I love, love, love this little hedgehog or whatever he is. Chipmunk, I'm not sure. The penguins are cute. The bunny with the candy cane. We don't normally think about rabbits at Christmas, but hey, why not? I think I am going to do the Santa Claus, the snowman. Everybody loves snowmen. Let's do a snowman. I've been wanting to do that one anyway, so this gives me a good excuse. My voice is probably going to go. I'm going to have to apologize a couple times and get a sip of drink so that I can continue with this. All you do with these particular pieces is get yourself your scissors and just come in and cut out the area that you want, just like this, and lay your other ones to the side. I like to cut off any excess that might be hanging over, like that. And then you can just throw that away. And to put this on here, all you're going to do is take this backer off. And the backer is so easy. You just separate it. Your image is actually on the back of this little translucent piece. And all you're going to do is decide where you want him. And I want him up just a little bit so I can put a greeting under. But I want to make sure he's straight. Once I get him where I want him, I'm going to press him. And I'm just using my fingertips to press him down. And inside your pack, you get these little sticks. They look like popsicle sticks. And all you do is rub. You just take and rub, and rub, and rub, and then rub some more. You want to go back and forth You want to go up and down. You just really want to give that a good burnish. I don't know how the bone folder would work. We can try it. I had not tried that. It might take my embossing out. So I'm going to go back to this. After you rub it to where you think you got it, you want to pick this up from the corner and see if your images are down or if they're still stuck. If they look like they're, you know, on your paper and not on your sticker, then you've done pretty good. So I'm just going to rub a little bit more. I just want to make sure everything is on there. And then I'm going to very gently raise it up. If you see an area where it didn't, like I got a little bit right there, that did not adhere. So I'm just going to put it right back down and rub it. And then I'm going to look back and see it got it that time. There we go. And I'm just looking as I peel off. There's a little bit right there it didn't get. So these can be a little tedious, but I think they're a lot easier than stamping and coloring. And they're so pretty. They're so lifelike, and they're fun. They're fun to do. All right, this little ridge. I think because we're putting this on a ridge, it does seem to have a little trouble wanting to climb up on that ridge. But it's okay. We're going to peel that back. And you can see we got it all off of there. And now our image is on our paper. It's dry, it's smooth. I mean, it feels like it's part of the paper. You can't feel anywhere where it would pick up and come off. I love those. So now you can get ready to put your acetate piece over, but you want to make sure you glue your fun foam piece behind your acetate. So that's what I want to do next. So this is what it's going to look like when we put this together. Oh, so cute. Look how stinking adorable he is in that window. Isn't that adorable? And we're going to put some snowflakes in there. I do need to grab them. I put them up a while ago. What was I thinking? But we now have our card base. We have our mat. I'm wondering if I want to do that card base in a different color. I'm thinking I do, because I am actually thinking about using this piece of shimmer for my piece on the front of my card. Let's see how that's going to look on there. That is so pretty. That's what I used on this one to punch out my little branches. See the branches? That was this right here. And they turned out beautiful. This is almost like it's a foil type. I don't know, it's a different kind of paper. This was an old Stampin' Up sheet. Y'all are going to see me use a lot of old Stampin' Up supplies. So if you have some that you want to use, pull out your old stuff, and you know, we're just going to have fun. We are going to play and have fun. That one is cute too. I think with the snowflakes, I'm going to go with that one, and I may use this for my greenery again. So I think I've decided. I think I did. All right, so I'm going to lay that back down, and I know I'm going to use this piece. So we're going to need to cut a piece. What I want to do is assemble all of this, and then once I get everything together, then we'll put everything together. I'm sorry about my fan. It was warm in here today in my craft room, especially when I turn on my studio lights. So I turn, and y'all know, if y'all know me, you know I am not hot-natured a bit. I freeze all the time. But today, for some reason, I was just a little bit on the warm side. I'm going to cut this piece down, and I think I'm going to cut it. Let's see, what did I do this one? This one turned out just about the perfect size, so let's measure it. You know, I was doing this, and I was just creating, and I really didn't pay that much attention. It is a 3 by 3 3/4. And we're going to do the same size because that worked perfectly. So we're going to go 3 by 3 3/4. And now we have our little piece to go in the front. So this is actually going to sit on here like that. Oh, love it. You know what? I didn't measure that right. I did not measure that right because this piece is much bigger than this. What was I doing? Maybe I was measuring with the wrong side of the ruler. 3 3/4. I didn't measure right here. Yeah, it is 3 3/4. Let's take this off. About 3. I did it right. I did it right this way. It's 3, but I did it at. Oh my gosh, I did do it right. Maybe this piece is bigger. This piece, it looks bigger than the other one. It's not. It just looks bigger. And when I put that on, I thought it just don't look right. It is definitely right. So we're not gonna fret about that. I do have a little bit of glue right there. I'll put that to the bottom, and the snowflakes will cover it. So, you know, cover up your multitude of mistakes, and because you know we all have them. We all make them when we craft. It's just what some of us are better at hiding them than others. So when you make them, if you make a boo-boo, cover up your boo-boo. All right, so that is the right size. When I put it on here, look at the difference. That is just too crazy. All right, we're gonna need some ribbon for this one. Oops, I got her on backwards. We need to turn her around. There we go. All right, let's go ahead and glue him together and put the snowflakes in. Let me grab my snowflakes and grab my ribbon, and I will be right back. Okay, I'm back, and I found my snowflakes, the same ones I used in the other one. We're going to use those. They're so cute. And again, this is Stampin' Up, but I've got so much Stampin' Up product, I got to use it. So these are adorable, and they work great. They don't cling, so they seem to fall really well. So what I want to do is I want to go ahead and glue this down first, because then that will establish a place to put my my little snowflakes. Then we can put this on top of it, and everything will stay in. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do it the opposite. I'm gonna go ahead and put this on the back and build it up, and I'm gonna put a few just inside of there, and I think that'll be the easier way to do it. So I'm just going to take some glue, and let me wipe the end of my glue gun. I refilled this a while ago, and anytime you refill it, you're going to have some seepage. It's just what it is, especially if you fill your bottle all the way up, and I did, because I know that I'm going to be doing a lot of crafting. So, and another thing too with the glue, with this glue press, when it gets down low, your glue does not flow good. You have to really push and push on it to get your glue to come out. So I was having to really push, so I thought, okay, I'm just going to put some more glue in there because I don't want to push on it. I don't want to have to feel like I'm forcing my gun. So when it gets down low, I just pour some more glue in it, and it works fine. All right, we have established our frame. So now I'm just going to come in, and I'm going to take a few of these, and I'm going to put them right there in the middle. Just like that, right on top of my snowman. And then I'm going to spread them out so that they're laying kind of flat, not on top of each other. And then I'm going to put glue on the back of the fun foam. And these are so easy to make, and your fun foam cuts really well in your die cut machine. So I just ran this through just like I did my cardstock, and it cut out, and it did beautifully. So once you get your glue on that, then you're going to sit this down over top of your piece, and just make sure you line up everything. And if you don't feel like you got it lined up, press it, pick it up, and it's glue, so you can actually scoot it around a little bit and get it nice and squared off, just like you need it. And then once you do that, press it. Give it a nice press on a flat surface. Turn it over, press it again. And how about that? Now we've got our snowflakes in with our snowman. Isn't he cute? Let's see. I found out that if I thump the back of it, they will fall. So they are so cute. Look at that. Can y'all see that? I love it. I hope y'all are loving it as much as I am. So what we need to do now is we need to establish our magnet. So I am going to grab my, these are my magnetic disc. These are by the Basic Gray. And I'm going to get a negative and a positive, and they're marked on the back. You can use these, or if you buy the ones from Amazon, they don't have the adhesive on them, but you can still use them. You just have to use two-sided tape, and that's not a problem for me. These are easier because you don't have to worry about adhesive. It's already on there. So I'm ripping into this package. I'm going to actually take these out and put them with my other magnets, so I don't care about the packaging. And they do come, these come with a little plastic piece that kind of snaps in over top of them, so like that, and it holds them in. You really don't have to worry about them going anywhere. So I'm just going to turn it over and I'll pop one out. Oops. They are so attracted to one another. So I'm going to get that one, and then I'm going to come down here in this corner and get this one. And when you put these together, see, they just attract. They're attracted to one another. So what I want to do is I want to put this on the very back of my little snowman place. So I am going to take my little picky tool, and I'm going to just lift up that adhesive. And then I'm going to turn this around and just put it right in the middle. It doesn't matter where you put it. It just needs to be on the back of this. And I cut out another one of these that's going to go right here on the back. That's going to seal our magnet in. So for this, we're going to put glue all over the back. I even put it on my magnet. Just make sure you got glue all over the back. And then all you're going to do is set this onto the back. Just like that. Give it a press. Now, let's go to our card. Here's our card base. And decide where I'm going to put this. And really where you want your magnet is right up under here. So I'm going to actually put my magnet, and I think it does go under here. No, it goes under this piece. So put your magnet on this piece, and let me show you how we're going to do that. We're just going to attract that magnet to the back of that one, so you see your plus mark, or as long as it attracts. You know, if it's positive to positive, it will push away from itself, but if it's positive to negative, it will attract. So we're going to do that, and then we are going to set this down where we're going to want that, right about there. Give that a press. Lift this up. Voila, our magnet is in place. So we've installed that magnet. Now I am going to push that down. I don't care if it does away with the embossing right there, because nobody's going to see it. We're going to put this over it. But now let's go ahead and let's put this piece together. Let's go ahead and put this on, and I think I'm going to about like that. So I'm just going to eyeball it. So I'm going to put glue on the back of this piece. And just glue that down. I want to make sure it's about a ½ an inch on each side and about 3/4 of an inch on the top. Not exact, but just somewhat. Give that a press. I'm going to come in from the other side and just press. And now, look at that. Isn't that so super cute? And now all we have to do is glue this on. We need to make our sentiment, and we need to decorate either the top or the side. However you want to put decorations on this is totally up to you. I'll slide that off. Push that down again. I reached for it and it lifted up just a little bit, and I don't want it to lift. So let's iron it down a little bit. Okay, let's go ahead and put glue on this. Now, when I have an embossed area like this, I really like to put the glue on heavy. You know, the other one I used foam tape. I probably should have done the same thing here. You know what? It's not too late. I'm going to grab a little bit of my Scotch double-sided tape. And this will give us a little dimension. And I think this will work so much better. Let me grab my scissors. And I need a piece about this long, give or take. Yeah, I'm going to put that right there. And let's cut. And let's cut another piece. I'm just going to put one at the top, in the middle, and the bottom. I think that's plenty to hold this in place. It will give it a little dimension, and it will make it stick better with it being on that embossed, deeply embedded embossing, because this embossing folder, it didn't play around. Come on. My backer didn't want to come off. Can y'all tell my tape is old, but it's still sticky? I have had this roll of tape. It was one of those great big rolls, and I've had this since probably 2017, and I still got tape galore. So let's see, does it matter? I don't think it does. So we're just going to line this up. I want to make sure I got about 1/8 of an inch border. That looks pretty good. And then we can put that down right there. And now all we got to do is decorate a little bit, and we have got this card just about done. Now I am going to take, this is an old punch, and I dare say you can find it anymore. It was a Tim Holtz Sizzix punch. It's broke, it doesn't lock down anymore, but I love it, so I keep it. And it makes the best little evergreen twigs. I know EK Success has one. You can find these. They're just a little bit different than this one. I wish that Tim Holtz would come back out with another one of these, because I would definitely replace mine. Although this one still punches great, you can see. I'm going to punch out 4 of these. 3 and one more. One more makes 4. There we go. Now the other thing that I put on the other card was the poinsettias, and I just did one, and I actually punched it, didn't punch, I die cut it out of this. I am going to look and see if I've got enough of that to make another one. If I don't, we'll come up with something different. But you know what? I do have another piece. Look at the other side. It's beautiful. Okay, I'm sorry about that. I had a phone call come in and I had to grab it. So where we were at, I went ahead and punched these 4 of these out. This is our greenery. And I think for this one, I'm going to put it to the side like this, and maybe put the poinsettia. I went ahead and cut my poinsettia, and I used one of those little snowflakes for the center, and all I did is I die cut 2 of them, and I used that polka dot paper, and guess what? I actually had enough in my scrap piece. Find it. I had enough in my scrap piece to get 2 more out, so I didn't waste hardly any of this, and that was good. So I put them together, I offset them, and put a mini dimensional between them, and I just kind of curled the bottom ones down and the top ones up, and we're going to put that right there in the middle, just like that, and then put these other 2 sprigs of greenery on the other side. This will give it just a little bit of a different look than the other one. What I did forget to do was to sandwich my ribbon in the middle of this one, and I hate that I forgot to do that, but you know what, we are going to fix it. I am going to try and see if I can get down in here enough to stuff my ribbon. So I am going to take a spatula, and hopefully I won't tear this up. I'm going to take this is a spatula that goes with my Cricut, and it did give me enough of room to get down in there. So I'm going to use this twine right here. This is just, it's really pretty. I only need a piece about yay long. So I'm going to cut a piece of this, and all I want to do is make a little crosshair piece that will go down inside, and I'm going to try my best. You know what I might do? I might do it the same way I did the other one. I think that might be easier, since, and I'm not going to worry about it crisscrossing so much. I just want to get it down in there. So I am going to stick it onto that, and then I'm going to shove that in just a little ways. And then I'm going to try holding it and pulling that out. It worked, it worked, it worked. And then I want to pull, I think I want it to go down just a tiny bit further. I'm going to try to cross them. I think they'll look better crossed, yeah. So now all I got to do is put some more glue in there and close that back up. And I think we fixed that little problem. Like I said, and I say it over and over, we all make mistakes. We forget to do things that we're supposed to do, and well, that's how you fix it. Now, if you don't want your tails quite that long, you can trim them off like so. And now let's put that back on there, and let's go ahead and put our poinsettia where we want it. And I think I want it just like that. It looks so cute right up there with that red ribbon. I am going to put glue on the back of this, just a nice little bead of glue right there in the middle, and then set this down just like that. And then I want I should have put these on first. Let's go back. Let's do this. Let's just put a line of glue like that. And let's set this one here, that one here, here, like that. And I'm going to put another bead right there in the middle, and then let's set this poinsettia right there like that. Oh, I love it. Isn't that pretty? That is just so beautiful. Such a cute card. And now all we need to do is find whatever paper we want to put on the inside. And I'm thinking I might use this. I might use a piece of this and then put white over it. I think it would be really pretty. So let's go ahead and cut us a mat. We know that our mat needs to be 4 by 5 1/4. So let's slide this into 4. By 5 1/4. And we need a piece of white. And I think the white piece I'm going to do 3 3/4 by 5. You could also use a die and cut out a decorative rectangle. That would be really pretty on this card as well. But we're going to frame that like this. I'm going to go ahead and put glue all over the back and get this set down where we want it. I wish I'd have punched it first. Oh well. That's that hindsight being 20/20, right, y'all? Let's see. Let's go ahead and get this down. I'm going to grab my Misty, and I have Merry Christmas to You already loaded up, but I think I need to move it. I know I'm going to need to move it with this because I've got a mat on it. So I'm going to pull it up, and I'm going to reposition it where I want it. Merry Christmas. And I got this little ditty. To You. And let's see, I've cut a package and I want to make sure that that's going to fit. If I can find it. Y'all know if I can find it. Maybe I'll do different. Maybe I'll put this little ornament here. I actually cut this out of an embossing folder. It was one with a bunch of that would be so festive. I really wanted my little packages though. I know they're here. It's just, what are they under? What are they on? I thought I stuck them right here where I could find. Oh, there they are. The snowflakes were sitting on them. I just want to make sure that I've got room for that to glue right there or over here. And I think that will work. So let's do the Merry Christmas to You. I'm going to bring everything up just a little bit. And that'll give me plenty of room for the packages. So I'm just going to pick that up. I'm going to move this card because I do not want to get, look at my dies, they connected to the back because of the magnet. Always look on the back of anything that's magnetic for any of your dies, because so many times mine have attracted to the back of my Misty because of the magnets. I don't use the magnets in it anymore. I got one of those photopolymer mats. They're much better. They hold everything good. So let's go ahead and ink this, and I'm going to use my VersaFine, the Onyx Black. And let's go ahead and get that pressed in. Oh, so pretty. I love it, I love it. I don't have to redo that because it's perfect the way it is. Now all I got to do is pull this up and it is ready to go on my card. But I am going to use a little bit of stamp cleaner. I like to wipe these off as soon as I can so they don't stain quite as bad. And this Merry Christmas came from Meme stamp set called Continuous Joy. It's one of the larger ones. It is so stinking cute. Love the manger scene. Stay tuned because I'm going to be doing a project using that manger scene. I think it's going to turn out beautiful. I can't wait. So, we got that done. So now all we have to do is bring our card back over, open it, put this on the inside. Hopefully I don't have inky fingers. I got gluey fingers. I got sticky fingers and inky fingers, but hopefully I won't get anything on my card. So I'm going to run some glue on the back of this. Ah, dropping it. And then we're going to set this in about like that. And I'm going to give it a little press. And there, we didn't do any sequins on this. I'm going to go back, I'm going to go in with these little rhinestones. I don't even know where I got these. These are old as the hills. And I think they might have came from A.C. Moore. Do y'all remember A.C. Moore back in the day? I'm going to put one right here. And maybe one right there. And let's do a little one, maybe right here. And for some reason, I'm feeling very festive. I want one right here. Oh, so pretty. Do you love it? Let me know in the comments which one's your favorite. You know, it's all, I didn't put this in. Let's glue this in. I almost forgot. Merry Christmas to you. This is so cute. It's just a stack of packages, and it came from Meme's new stamp set of the month called Truckload of Blessings, and it's this one. And that little thing of packages you can put in the back of the truck. There's pumpkins, there's a Christmas tree. It is so cute. So I'm going to go ahead and just put glue on this. And get this glued down like so. And we've got both cards done. And I think they both turned out beautiful in their own right. They are the same and yet they are different. I love both of these. I hope that you'll make something from this set, and I'll have all the links and everything on the below the video, so you can go if you're looking for any of the supplies that I use, the ones that are available anyway. Oh, I didn't do anything across there. I wanted to do Let It Snow. I almost forgot. So I got a little piece right here that'll be perfect for that, and I'm going to cut this out. Let It Snow. And you know, we could always stamp. I'm sure I've got stamps somewhere that says Let It Snow. But this is just such a neat, fun way of putting a sentiment on something. Not to mention those cute little characters. So let's make sure that Let It Snow is going to fit. Get that straight. I'm going to put that there on the line, and then put that down just like that. Give it a good rub. I'm going to try it with this. See if it works with this, with the bone folder. I think anything that you rub it. Nope. It did not work with that, so we're going to need to do the popsicle stick for sure. I was shocked. I thought for sure it would go on there with the bone folder, but it would not work. Maybe something about the wooden stick. I don't know. And then we can peel that back. Let it snow. So pretty. So all I'm going to do with this is just cut it down about like this. I do want to go in with my snips, and I'm going to snip right in the middle on both sides. And then go up and up, and do the same thing over here. We're going from the corner to the center, and from the corner to the center. And now we have a Let It Snow. And all we have to do is put a little bit of glue on the back of that and put it on there, and we are done. So cute. I love both of them. I can't pick a favorite. Let me know which one you like the best. I love the red and I love her, but I have an affection for snowmen, so I love this one as well. So you be sure to leave me a comment and let me know which one's your favorite. God bless and keep you, and thank you so much for tuning in once again for another video with me. I hope that this one has been inspirational, and let me know also in the comments whether you want more Christmas cards. I know that we have Christmas in July, and I kind of missed the boat on that one, but I'm doing more or less a Christmas in August, and I did throw a few things in there that wasn't Christmas, but a lot of them was. And let me know if you want to see more Christmas cards. I might use September for more fall cards and then revert back in October, and we'll be full-fledged on for Christmas. So be sure to let me know. We need to get our Christmas cards done early so we don't have to worry about them last minute when we're doing last minute shopping, gift wrapping, decorating the house, going to Christmas parties and family functions and all the things that happens during the Christmas holiday. As I was saying, God bless and keep you. Thank you so much for being a part of my channel. If you haven't subscribed, hit that little subscribe button down there. Doesn't cost a dime to join my channel, and ring the bell and it'll give you the options whether you want all the notifications or just sometimes, or however you want to choose to be notified. So thanks again, and as I always say in closing, let everything that you do and say, every action, every word, bring honor and glory to our Savior Jesus. He is so worthy. So until we craft again, God bless and keep you. Bye-bye. Hello everyone, and welcome back into my craft room and here on my YouTube channel. I want to apologize for my voice because I am a bit raspy. I have an appointment with my ENT tomorrow. Most of you that know me know that I suffer from chronic sinusitis, and it's almost like you have a cold 24/7. Very miserable, but I do manage and I get through it, but I do have flare-ups, and I have another one, and it is just, it's kind of taken a hold of me. I didn't record yesterday because I did feel really bad, but today I sat in here and I worked on this little card, and I thought it turned out so cute, I had to bring it and show it to y'all. Is that not the cutest little card you ever seen? Look at that. I'm going to show you today how I made this. It is such a simple card. It is a shaker, but it was so easy to make, and we're going to have a little secret ingredient. We've all seen the Fun Foam. You can buy sheets of it in different colors. I had a piece stuck back. I had to hunt for it because I didn't know where it was at, but I pulled it out and I made this work, and I'm going to show you exactly what you need to build this card. On the end, let me show you the surprise on it. There is a surprise because this front is magnetically attached. So when the person gets this, they can take this off. The magnet is hidden back here where I sandwiched it in between, and they can put this up on their refrigerator. They could reuse it, maybe as a tag, whatever they wanted to do with it. But I thought, what a cute card that would make for someone that, you know, really enjoys decorating for the holidays. Have this cute little Christmas deer with her cute little Santa hat on, and I thought it was just super adorable. These are rub-ons, and I'm going to show you how to do those. They are fantastic. Inside, I used a May stamp set and a May stamp set that had the presents, and I just kept everything inside simple, black and white. I didn't want anything to take away from the beauty of the outside, but I thought the card turned out beautiful. This is also some of the ribbon from May Made It, and it was some of the ribbon that she sells by the yard, and I bought 2 yards of the red and a yard of the black and white. We always can use black and white, and it came on this cute little clothespin. How cute is that? So you're never disappointed when you order from May. So just a shout out to her. I am working toward getting a affiliate code. I used to have one, but I can't find it. I stopped doing that while I was selling Stampin' Up, but now that I'm not obligated to anyone but myself, I can sponsor other people's products as well. And most of the things with this were spellbinders, except for the ribbon, the stamp set. The dies were spellbinders, and I believe the holiday florals was, yeah, it's a spellbinders. And all I did was put my paper in at the top side, my white mat, and I think it turned out beautiful. And you could also do that in a blue or a different color, and it would come out just as pretty. We're going to play today, so we're not going to make this exact same one. Most of the rest of this is going to be the same. I might change up the paper there, but everything else is going to be a tiny bit different. So let's go ahead and get started. The first thing we're going to need is a card base. Every card starts with a card base. So I have a piece that's 8.5 by 5.5, and we're going to put it in our scoreboard and score it. And we all know this at 4 1/4. So let me find a, well, here we go. I had one out here on my desk, but hey, I can't find anything on my desk right now. So we're going to put this in. I'm going to open this up so I can actually put it in. I'm going to be doing, I keep saying this, I'm going to be doing a review on this trimmer called the Works. It's more than just a trimmer. But for right now, I'm just using it, and we will move on, and I will